825X is a great collar for folks that need a little bit more range, want a slightly larger transmitter. I'm a big fan of this collar. It's going to work great for a vast majority of our customers. Plenty of range for almost every situation except extreme range situations, and it's got a wide enough stimulation level that it's going to handle most dogs out there. It's a mid-range system, half mile. It's got up to 21 levels, waterproof transmitter, waterproof collar, submersible, designed to be used in the water, rechargeable transmitter and collar. It's got long contact points, short contact points. The 825X system is perfect for most dogs out there. It's pets, basic obedience. It's going to be great for medium working hunting dogs, retrievers, flushers, majority of your bird dogs. It's enough range that in most situations it's going to work for pretty much everybody. I would not recommend this system for folks that have extreme long distance dogs. It's not going to work great for hounds. It's not going to work great for your really big running bird dogs. But for the majority of the working dogs out there, the 825X is a really solid choice. My favorite things about the 825X are going to be the transmitter. It's a good size transmitter, not as small as some of the other SportDOG units, but not as big as some of their longer range systems. Fits really well in the hand. The dial is perfect. Of the products that are on the market, the SportDOG dials are my favorite, but the 825 is it has a rubber coating on it, which is easy to grip even when it's soaking wet. And so I'm just a big fan of the dial. Same thing on the buttons. They're very easy to differentiate between the buttons. You don't have to look at it. It's just a really comfortable transmitter. The other thing that I love about the 825 is going to be the stimulation levels. This system has 21 levels. They start out really low and they work their way up to the top. There's just not going to be many dogs out there that aren't going to work on this particular set of stimulation levels. They're perfect for the majority of the dogs out there. The 21 stimulation levels on the 825X are perfect for working pretty much every dog out there. It's a very gradual increase in stimulation, starts really low, goes really high, and it's going to cover the majority of the dogs out there. I'm really happy with this particular stimulation setup on the 825X. Only thing about the 825X that is an issue for me is going to be in a multi-dog function. The 825X is expandable in a 2-dog and a 3-dog mode, but you lose some features when you go into that. So folks that are working with multiple dogs and doing a lot of training with multiple dogs on the ground may want to look at some other systems. The 825X is going to compare to a couple of other products out there. In the SportDOG line, 425 is going to be a smaller version with less range. The 1225 is going to be the same size transmitter but a slightly larger collar. It's going to give you 3/4 mile range. Function-wise, those products are all pretty much the same. The only differences are going to be in range. The difference between the 825X and the 825 is going to be stimulation levels. The 825 only had 7 stimulation levels, where the X is a 21 level collar. Let's look at the details on the 825X. We're going to talk about range, stimulation levels, expandability, the transmitter, the collar, batteries, extra features, and what it comes with. The 825X is a half-mile range system. I classify that as a medium range system, but it's going to cover the vast majority of the dogs out there. The 825X comes out of the box with 21 stimulation levels. That's low, medium, and high, 7 levels, gradual increase, perfect for the majority of the dogs out there. Other stimulation options in the 825X include continuous, momentary. You also have both tone and vibration choices. It's also expandable up to 3 dogs. In a 3-dog mode, you're going to have 7 levels of stimulation, plus you'll have a choice of vibration or tone. Transmitter is a really nice size on the 825X. It's a little bit larger than the 425, but not quite as big as some of the other systems out there, so comfortable for most hands. It's got a great dial. It's got great buttons, very easy to work with. It has a antenna on the transmitter that is removable, replaceable if you lose it, but you want to make sure it's tightened down. Great size, rechargeable, waterproof, really comfortable to use. A couple other features of the 825X is that it comes with a lanyard, has a lanyard attachment on it, and size-wise, it's comfortable around your neck, not too heavy, a little bit larger than the 425, but not something that you can't square around your neck. But another difference between it and the 425 is that it does come with an optional belt clip. And so you can clip it to your shirt. You can belt clip it if you want to. So gives you that option. Belt clip is removable if you need it. If you use it as an actual belt clip, which you can do, guess I should clip it to my belt. That's great. I do recommend that you also tether it to your body, which you can use the lanyard for that. The 825X collar is the small collar that SportDOG offers. It's going to work great on dogs that are in the 8 to 10 pound range, but it'll be perfect for dogs that are much bigger than that, 150 pounds. It's going to fit on that neck. Comes with a big enough collar strap that you can actually put it on a large dog. The 825X collar comes with regular contact points. It also has long contact points, so you can change those out if you have a thick-coated dog. They are insulated, so you can use them in the water. Collar's waterproof and designed for using in the water. It's submersible. Has a charging port on the back, on-off button in the center, battery indicator on the front. Another cool thing about the 825X collars is the collar strap. A lot of folks don't pay a whole lot of attention to this, but I do. High quality collar strap's a big deal, and SportDOG's using really nice ones. What happens is that with a cheap collar strap, it's going to delaminate. It's going to fall apart over time. Water's going to cause it to fall apart. The SportDOG collars hold up really well over time. You can also cut this strap down, and it's not going to be a problem. Be careful when you do that. You want to leave yourself plenty of room, especially if you have a young dog. Something else to note is that it has really nice buckles. I'm a big fan of this particular style of buckles. They are, it's a square buckle, and so it stays on a dog really well in the brush. Other thing though is that it also has a roller. Typically you see either square buckles or roller buckles. This one has both. And so it's easy to put on and off on the dog, but it's not likely to come off the dog in the field. So that's really nice. Big fan of the collar straps here. They're also user replaceable. So at some point, if you need a new one, you can take it off and replace it yourself. The 825X transmitter and collar both use lithium-ion batteries. They're great, they're really light, hold a charge for a long time, and they also charge really quick. 825X comes with a dual lead charger, so you can charge both pieces at the same time. You're going to typically get around 50 to 60 hours of run time off of a full charge. So even with heavy use, you probably get away with only charging it once a week, once every 10 days. I tend to charge mine a little more often than that, but just really depends on how much you use them. Batteries are going to hold up. Typically we see 3 to 5 years battery life from these. They are user replaceable, so if your batteries start to run out on you in that 3 to 5 year range, you can replace them yourself. Very easy to do. And just great little system. Completely drained battery is going to charge in about 2 hours. The 825X is a great collar for folks that need a little bit more range, want a slightly larger transmitter. I'm a big fan of this collar. It's going to work great for a vast majority of our customers.